the entire cryptocurrency market is going to be ecstatic at the huge disclosure that Jerome Powell just made. But more especially, I believe it will portend something very remarkable for all of you lovely folks who own XRP. That is, of course, going to be on the agenda. We'll be covering a lot of ground, including why the markets fell so precipitously and then rose again today. This chart right here is where I'd like to start. You can see that CPI inflation soared to 3.3% despite Jerome Powell's announcement that it was projected to decline to 3.1%. This is the reaction of the S&P 500 as soon as this news broke. You may have also observed that the price trajectories of numerous cryptocurrencies were remarkably similar. What I mean is that XRP had a 3% drop before quickly regaining its losses. In fact, we're trading just over our pre-dip level right now. Here we will discuss the reasons for that, the current situation, the events surrounding the sale of XRP, the manipulation of our XRP bags by institutions, and other exciting things that you, the beautiful people, have in store for us. But before I get into that, I'd like to explain the basics of the most recent inflation data and how it is going to affect the markets in a way that many weren't expecting. It is clear that the expectation was for core CPI inflation to decline to approximately 3.1% and for headline CPI inflation to be unchanged at 2.9%. Instead, inflation touched 6-month highs and showed a bigger climb. Things are going downhill from there. Principal article monthly changes in CPI was 0.5% more than forecasts of 0.3%. For the first time since August of 2023, there has been a gain of 0.5%. This 1-month increase in CPI was greater than anything seen during the inflation resurgence in early 2024. Even as recently as 5 days ago, many were speculating that this may occur. However, we will delve deeper into that topic shortly. We have a few more topics we want to cover first. The first is that in the long run, inflation will have a smaller role. There will be Elon Musk involved in this to a considerable extent. His current position as head of the Federal Reserve, Treasury, and all other government spending accounts for this, as he was recently reported saying. Because of the nature of debt, everyone's interest rates will undoubtedly decrease significantly if he is successful in paying off a significant portion of it. When individuals have less debt, they are able to charge lower rates. Everyone benefits and the economy can keep chugging along because of it. This is something I'm very enthusiastic about because in a couple of months we will begin to see the results of Elon Musk's work at Doge, which will cause the price of the amount of spending that the government has to decrease significantly on a monthly basis. Additionally, it is worth noting that the Pentagon had already spent $32,000 on 25 replacement coffee cups, which is a significant overspending. This sort of deceit is what we are confronted with. Nobody on this planet would shell out $32,000 to swap out 25 ordinary coffee mugs. These are not your average one-of-a-kind coffee cups that cost $1,000. No, the Pentagon just uses ordinary coffee cups. What you see here is only a small portion of the Pentagon. The American people have been quite careless with their tax dollars, plus it's progressing at a rate that no one had anticipated. Things will undoubtedly improve once the US government gets its spending under control and this debt is dealt with. So it's clear that the crypto world is also seeing a lot of major advances. The debut of Coinbase derivatives on Solana futures is one that I would want to highlight. There were a slew of fresh Solana ETF filings this morning, adding to the positive sentiment. This was also covered by Coinbase. Furthermore, the question of when the SEC intends to allow these Solana ETFs was essentially raised. Well, we're going to start focusing on this very soon, they said. As a result, we are in the dark about the implications of really soon. In the Bitcoin industry, we often hear this terminology. Very soon can imply tomorrow, next week, or even a month from now. The truth, though, is that it will occur this year. That is surely something on which everyone can agree. To move the cryptocurrency market to the next level, Wall Street and other investment behemoths need to launch exchange-traded funds, ETFs, for XRP, Solana, and a plethora of other cryptocurrencies. For the time being, however, most of the market is patiently waiting for this to happen. Like me, you're still in the early stages of this if you work in retail and are anticipating its arrival. Just a friendly reminder that fewer than 1% of the global population already owns XRP. Do not be tardy. What percentage of the global population is online at any given time? Well over half. Well, I'll just give you the numbers and you can see for yourself. However, the rate of cryptocurrency acceptance is much higher and more rapid than the internet's. So if the current pace of crypto adoption continues, there is a lot of space for growth and for certain cryptocurrencies like XRP to truly shine. Oh no, XRP hasn't pumped yet, so please, everyone who is getting impatient, just wait a little longer. Sit tight and pay attention. Attention, these things do not happen quickly. However, the adoption rate of cryptocurrency is faster than the internet, which should speak volumes if you got it at $3. So just wait a little longer. When we talk about politics in particular, this will also have a significant impact on the markets. What we are witnessing here is President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin having a long but fruitful phone conversation. Among other things, they spoke on the dollar's influence, energy, artificial intelligence, the Middle East, and Ukraine. We fought so well together in WWI, and they are both thinking about the rich history of our nations. Finally, this is the crux of the matter. We may expect the situation in Ukraine to be resolved shortly. It appears that Russia will be retaining the Ukrainian area it annexed, and that will be the agreement they reach. It is Vladimir Putin's desire to put a stop to this. I want to end this, Trump said. Additionally, market rises are in store for after the war ends, as investors will finally have economic certainty. Things are happening, he says now. American inmates are being released and returned to the US. Here it appears like things are moving forward, which is fantastic news once again. Wars are hated by all, sure, and I find it quite humorous. You know, it's funny that the man who made billions of dollars by shorting currencies and wrecking world economies and not caring about what happened to those people, George Soros recently said that when his fantasy of becoming president came true, his narcissism took on a pathological dimension. This is in contrast to everyone who follows in Elon Musk's and Trump's footsteps, especially this one guy. We can all agree that this man is one of the worst humans who have ever lived, but here he is trying to have a moral conversation about something completely different. I guess you could say it's humorous. With that out of the way, I'd like to return to the topic of cryptocurrency because it was specifically brought up when questioning Jerome Powell. Since I find this to be quite remarkable, I will now play this clip for you all. Pay attention. Indeed, I would begin by stating that there are essentially two events taking place. For one, financial institutions are catering to cryptocurrency clients, and we should not stand in the way of these institutions helping legitimate clients who are aware of the risks involved. Nothing in particular should be singled out. Is custody the one you're addressing? Yes. His main point is that banks may legally serve legitimate cryptocurrency consumers, and the Federal Reserve will not stand in the way of this. If you want to put it another way, all it takes is for banks to launch their crypto self-custody services and let their customers buy cryptocurrencies. Another massive on-ramp, maybe worth trillions of dollars, will be constructed there as well. The banking industry in the United States is rife with wealth and savings. My excitement for that is high, actually. We would all likely utilize a competitive service that met our demands if cryptocurrency was widely available and offered by all of our banks. I think we can all agree on that. Why not, I suppose? Rather of using an exchange, these financial institutions can form a partnership with one and include cryptocurrency trading as one of their services. Because many wealthy retirees and other older adults lack a technical understanding of cryptocurrencies, I believe this will open the door for them to participate. After all, they can simply ask a bank advisor at their bank to help them purchase Ethereum. Ethereum was there. Here on Ethereum, I came upon an advertisement. Please sell it to me. The reason being that their bank advisor will take care of it, and then it will be in their account. Thus, many doors will open